When a caregiver falls in love with their patient, even if very little communication or contact takes place outside of basic care, it is referred to as the Florence Nightingale effect. The brain fog and forgetfulness associated with pregnancy and new motherhood is known as the mommy brain. Information is better remembered if it is generated from one's own mind rather than simply read. This phenomenon is called the generation effect. The subconscious tendency of people to prefer the numbers and the date of their birthday over other numbers is known as the birthday number effect. The tendency to believe false information to be correct after repeated exposure is called the illusory truth effect. Narcissistic individuals are actually hamstrung by insecurity and shame, and their entire life is an attempt to regulate their image. Narcissism has never been about self-love. It is almost entirely about self-loathing. According to a study, people feeling a lack of power in their lives are at a greater risk of illness and death. A study suggests people are happier when they are able to feel the emotions they desire, even if those emotions are unpleasant, such as anger and hatred. Powerlessness stems from feelings of helplessness during the assault and leads to problems involving fear, anxiety, and depression. According to psychologists, narcissists have grandiose delusions about their own importance and an absence of shame. Yet, they are likely to be happier than most people. Young adults who increase their use of social media are more likely to develop depression within 6 months, according to new research. Among dieters, a large preload, the food eaten first, is presumed to lower the motivation for restricted eating. Once their diet is broken, they want to eat everything in sight out of guilt. This is called the what the hell effect. Individualists use forgiveness to relieve a burden, clear their conscience, or to feel they have done the right thing. Collectivists, by comparison, use forgiveness to preserve social harmony. When we have a good conversation with someone, we tend to adjust the pitch of our own voice towards theirs. People regret quick decisions, even if the results are satisfying. It's not for the actual time allotted for the decision that matters, but the feeling that the time was not enough. When people feel they have no control over what is happening, they tend to see non-existent patterns in unrelated pictures and believe in conspiracy theories and superstitions. Only 5% of people believe that their own partner has cheated or will cheat at some point. People in a big company don't take the last piece of pizza, the last donut, or the last gum in a pack because they don't feel that they have this right. This phenomenon is called the diffusion of entitlement. People sitting on hard chairs are more uncompromising in the negotiations. The sensation of a rough surface causes in people a sense of the complexity of human relationships. The more interdependent two persons are, the stronger, more numerous, and more consequential their expectations of each other. Thus, the more intense the emotions they elicit. More people behave as expected if they have to take a moral decision in front of someone. People give themselves more credit for success and less responsibility for failure than they give strangers. This refers to social cognitive phenomena, the self-serving attributional bias. People are more willing to express both positive and negative emotions to their partner, regardless of whether the emotion was triggered by the partner or someone else. This is possible if a relationship is intimate, trusting, and communal, i.e., a relationship where partners are responsive to each other's needs. Studies have found that more self-compassionate people have better sleep, including less trouble falling asleep after a stressful day. We automatically assume someone's behavior is due to their core, enduring personality, and not due to the situation they're in. This is known as the fundamental attribution error. Homesickness is associated with feelings of depression and anxiety, and oftentimes difficulty coping with the new environment. According to a new study, people who lose their virginity later than their teenage years are more likely to enjoy satisfying relationships later in life. Looking into someone's eyes will make you significantly more aroused than looking at someone whose gaze is averted. If you want to catch someone's attention, suddenly looking at them, even if you don't move your head at all, will tend to do the trick. When you tell someone something they don't know to be true, they'll tend to believe it if you look them in the eye. Even if it were something they know not to be true, they'll still be slower to disagree. People think an accident occurring to someone attractive is more unfair than to someone less attractive. This is known as the just world fallacy in psychology. 4 seconds is all it takes for silence to get awkward, says psychology. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.